What up, everyone? It's your boy Zero Brew coming back at you with another video. This is just really just a news update video. Got to get something out. Just got home from work. Hair's not even in the normal spot. You know how that be going. So we got the April O'Neil Titan event, and we knew this was coming. If you saw the podcast on Sunday, the Knights of Teleria podcast, we did mention that the Nullify skill is working on bosses, and that's initially a bug. So if you are attempting to go for her thinking that, oh, if I get her, I can, nullify bosses and stuff like that. None of that's going to happen. What does that even mean? Let's take a quick look.
Real quick, click the link in my description to get a free Karato as well as Annex, Ugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Player and Play on a PC and uninstall. Click the link in my description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champion. Get an awesome start in Raid Shadow Legends with your free Karata Fox Hunter as well as 3 epic champions. Hit the link below and claim them today. I'll see you in the game. Woo!
I don't have it, April O'Neil. Went to the wrong section. What does that even mean? Old April O'Neil. How she got into Shadowkin, I don't know. Shadowkin. Sacred Order. The other S word. Sacred Order. Nullify. Yeah, basically the Nullify is nasty. Champions under the Nullify debuff cannot have their skills activated, participate in ally attacks, be granted an extra turn or an instant turn, have their skill cooldowns decrease, have their shield values increase, have their destroyed HP restored, have their HP swapped by allies or by themselves, evade enemy effects or skills, have their turn meter equalized, or have their HP balanced. So that's what Nullify does. Got to turn my fan on. I'm hot. That's what Nullify does. All right. And then Nullify it gets attacked out onto one enemy. Now, keep in mind, we just showed this off on the bomb champion, but in the Bannerlords, we've got, of course, a Michelangelo. He can spread buffs. Attacks one enemy before blah, 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 then applies a debuff spray, taking all debuffs from the target, placing them on all enemies. Will ignore 25% of each target's resistance if the initial attack was critical. So April O'Neil paired with Michelangelo can spread Nullify to the entire team, if you will. And right now she is the only champion in the game that has this skill. Now that could change, and or there could be relics or whatever that give you the opportunity to earn this or whatnot. So that's something to keep in mind. I know I'm a little late to the party on the news on this, but I do like to give my little 2 cents on this. So Ace Reporter, we've already earned 450 of these. I will say, if you're going through this, if you don't care about April and you don't want to do it, there are some pretty cool extra rewards, including 6-star glyphs, which is kind of nice. Some soul stuff, some star stones. You get a epic relic out of that grouping, it looks like, as well. Of course, if you go all the way and get April O'Neil, you also on the way will get a legendary book. You get a 5-star chicken, 3-star basalt, a barrel, legendary skill tome. I couldn't think right there. Chaos ore, and mythical skill tome, and then some eternal essences and stuff. So also keep in mind that these are usually 1750 points spread over 2 weeks, 2 days at this time of recording. So the one thing I do, and this is just my little tip to you, is just make sure you track what you skip, right? So when you're looking at your different events, so we've got this gear enhancement event, for example, right? And there are 60 points in this. So you can skip up to 250 total points. I typically front load this. Now you could end up, doing stuff and earning pizza points later that you would have gotten or whatever. And that did irritate me early on in the game, but I don't necessarily worry about that so much anymore. You've got another 70 here to go grab. And of course, at the time of this recording, I got another day in 10 hours to do this. We'll run this tonight, get some more pizza points as we do Fire Knight, I think was the other one. We've already earned the points for the Fire Knight. Yeah, and then so maybe actually waiting till tomorrow. We got a Shredder Wrath event, although I don't see pizza points in that. So what else you giving us? What else you got? Maybe it's a little light right now. The one thing I will say, I really wish they would provide us a straight up calendar, just like they do with the fusions, just so that we can fully plan for this, because you don't know what they're going to give you and what the pizza points are. And so that's just a big guessing game, but just keep track of what you skip. That is the pro tip of the day. If you skip that gear enhancement and you skip 60 points, throw that in a little notepad or something and say, oh, I skipped 60 points. And then let's say I skipped that Gear Hunters and I got the 10 points out of it, but I missed the other 70. Add that to the 60. Oh, now we're at 150. I can only skip 100 more. I will say, be cautious. Usually around the end of these, they do put some cheeky stuff out there. Like I know with this last Titan event that they did for the soul for Donatello and stuff, I want to say they did like a card flip event for some of the points, and maybe 100 or 150 points were in that. So I was able to skip that entire event just because I just did all my stuff at the beginning. So that's my suggestion to the brew crew that's out there if you're listening to this video. So I want to know, are you going to go for April O'Neil? If so, how would you build her? What are you going to put her in? And then I'm starting to see some Ninja Turtle teams, although I'm not really impressed with them altogether. I am very impressed with the Astrolith Michelangelo one that we showcased last time. I don't have Jag, but I think I'm going to build that out for Tuana Rock to be the person going second. Plus, she'll help cleanse the debuffs, which I think will be great as well. So anyway, let me know what y'all think. This is just a quick hits. I know the news has already kind of come out. All right, so just some other items, and this is awesome for us here in the United States. So I'm in Texas, for those of y'all don't know, but the new cutoff time reset, which I think is amazing. It was just like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning for me. I never could participate in Platinum Arena. So now, technically, this would be like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on time zone changes and stuff like that. So maybe that should change some stuff. If you want to see content about chasing Platinum and stuff, just let me know. Might be able to do that. The instant brew upgrade thing is absolutely amazing. Cannot wait to attempt to do this. And I hadn't even looked. Is this even in the game yet? Have not even looked. Let's see. Tavern. Yeah, instant upgrade. Yeah, brew upgrades. Yeah. Look at this. Hey, throw 2 brews. Okay, that's amazing. And I've been wanting this for a very long time. So super excited about that. One thing to note on this though, keep in mind if there are champion training events for champions. I know we just had the one for Shredder and that was a champ chase, but it's oftentimes to do champion training events, not chase events. And keep in mind that this is, everybody will have this in their back pocket to be able to basically leapfrog you real fast if they wanted to. So that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, the aura fix thing is actually really, really good. I do like that it now shows who the line leader is, as my kid would say. Let's see, I'm just gonna hit this for now. Yeah, it shows you who the leader is. Like it always showed the skill up here. But this does help. And where this really helps, and I haven't looked in Siege, but I feel like they sometimes go back and forth in the order. I want to say maybe this is just off the top of my head. Okay, no, it does show the leader. Okay, it does show the leader in Siege here. Yeah, I don't know. My brain does weird stuff on this. But anyway, it's good to see that they implemented there. I think that's one of the cool places that they needed to implement that one. What else we got? Soul collection improvements. Yeah, that's huge. I cannot wait to do that in the game. In fact, I probably have souls I can sell right now that need to be sold. Let's take a quick look at this. So let's see. 1, 2-star blue ones. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leave the 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, look at this. Select all. We got 12, sell, done and done. That's really cool. So I can probably do the same thing in the epics, right? And what would be really cool is if it show you like duplicates. But I guess if you filter like this, it'll help you with your eyes scan through and see duplicates a little bit easier, if you will. I feel like there's some room for more improvement there, because what I would really like to see, and Plarium, I guess if you're watching this, or I would just say this to anyone out there, it'd be really nice when you go to look at a champion. Like this is a second Madame Suri, and I got a 5-star soul for this one. I don't think I ever need to build a second Madame Suri. But it'd be really awesome if when you looked at a soul, it told you like stocked for Stoke, for example, that you already have them, or you already have one blessed. Like, I don't know, like if you clicked it or something. We got 4-star for Astrolith. We're gonna build an Astrolith, chat. I already said it in this video. I didn't even know I had a 4-star for her. There it is. Again, we don't technically need accuracy on her because her skill is irresistible. That's cool. But anyway, I don't know. I like it. I think there's still some more room for improvement, and there's definitely needs to be some improvements coming. We got some champion updates. as well. I don't use those champions, so I'm not reading through the kits. You don't want me to bore you by reading through those kits, but there definitely needs to be something with the gear and the gear swaps and stuff too. I don't know. We got to figure this out. This is the next area they need to focus on. That being said, do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, do all the things. That's your Zero Bruce take on the news a few days late. Enjoy.